that's when they force a turnover.
Valeri, lovely angle ball. Oh, it's a delight. Oh, and a great save. Przemysław Titon stymieing Jimmy Jara, who was seeking his first ever Timbers goal.
The intelligence of Diego Valeri. He drops off from the crowded area so that he has time and space to find the pass. Good movement of the ball by Jimmy Jara. Well-timed run. Gets him behind. The angle's a little tight. Tries to go over the top of Titon. Good save.
Joe Zhao is a willing runner. Help arriving. Caleb Stanko. And now Regatan on that left foot. Oh, it took a little flick on the way through, but not enough to bother Steve Clark.
It's great when we get to hear what's going on out on the field. Kendall Wasson from 30 yards behind Regatan is yelling and screaming at him for Regatan to play this ball out wide. Regatan decides to go with a shot on goal, and well, why not? You don't have many opportunities if you're FC Cincinnati.
Titon looking for a clear side of it. It took a deflection, and I'm not sure if Titon actually got a fingertip to it. It was heading wide.
It just goes in between Kubo and
Blanco. Just a touch behind Diego Valeri, and with it goes the last chance of the first half. And Titon. Blanco. And he has it back. Rare moment of being stretched for FC Cincinnati, and Blanco went for it at the near post. And a little bit of space here for Blanco. He's got in it around the back. Can he use it? Yes, he can! And Niezgoda is there to prod it home. They opened up FC Cincinnati, split them apart down the left-hand side. And Niezgoda was ruthless with his finish.
One of the concerns for FC Cincinnati when you start making changes is that what had been such a good block, so organized, so tactically disciplined, now you have different players involved. Others start getting tired, no running with Sebastián Blanco wide open, Carlos Stanko just watching, and then just watching inside the 18-yard box because the plan has to come out for Blanco. Then you have Waston coming to the near post. You have a late reaction for Pedersen, so much so that Niezgoda is able to take a touch on the ball inside the 6-yard box. 2 touches, target goalpost cam says goal, 1-0 Portland.
Jaroslaw Niezgoda with his second goal for the Timbers and his second goal in successive games. Responsibility. It's Locadia against Clark, and Locadia has done it, and FC Cincinnati have saved themselves here with 10 minutes to go. 1-1. Who would be a goalkeeper?
Well, somebody who can grab the ball with their hands. That's who would be a goalkeeper. Honestly, I have nothing to do with this game. I have no interest in either one of these teams, and this makes me upset. It's a good finish by Jürgen Locadia. Give him the credit he deserves, and give Alan Cruz the credit he deserves for following up on a play that had
Locadia. It's opened up here for the shot. Oh, and Clark bobbled it against the post. It was so nearly catastrophe number 2. Another glance at the watch. And that is that. Cincinnati to shoot first, and Sim de Jong is going to be handed the responsibility to try and get this going in a positive manner for Cincinnati. De Jong against Clark, and he sends him the wrong way and sends Cincinnati in front.
Sim de Jong was ready to go. Just blow this whistle. I know what I'm doing. See you guys later.
Looks like it'll be Diego Valeri to try and open the Portland Timbers account. Valeri facing Titon. And Valeri pretty much right down the middle. Very coolly done, allowed Titon to commit.
Calm and comfortable. The little touch down the middle. Not quite a Panenka, not quite a little dinky, but soft enough that forces Titon to dive to the right side, and no chance he's reacting after that.
Of course, the Timbers have the more recent penalty shootout success. Remember the 2018 playoffs, that epic win up in Seattle that went the distance. And Cruz repeating the trick, pretty much down the middle, pretty much the wrong way.
Steve Clark selling out very early. Alan Cruz closes the hips. Goes the other way, 2-1.
Of course, FC Cincinnati have had their moments as well. Talked about that 2017 Open Cup run, that memorable penalty shootout victory against the Chicago Fire.
Now Felipe Mora, who was a late substitute, I imagine, for this very reason.
It'll be more right-footed against Titon. And we are 4 for 4 through the penalties so far. Not sure a keeper has guessed the right way just yet. Interesting dynamic here. Jürgen Locadia, who scored from the penalty spot after Steve Clark had conceded one so needlessly. So Clark has already had a look at what Locadia does from 12 yards. Is he going to do the same thing again? Locadia, and Steve Clark has guessed the right way and given the Portland Timbers a huge step forward.
Very little commitment there from Locadia. It was so poorly taken that Steve Clark almost dives out of the way. Well done by Steve Clark. Jürgen Locadia, not so much.
A dreadful miss from about 3 yards out. Maybe lodged in the back of his mind somewhere, but now can the Timbers take advantage? Sebastian Blanco. Blanco does! Titon guessed the right way this time, but couldn't get there.
It's a no-doubter by Sebastian Blanco. True quality, true execution, excitement.
He's kicking every ball, isn't he? And we put the gloves on himself as well, Giovanni Savarese, who now sees Kendall Waston stepping forward for Cincinnati. The Costa Rican captain.
This is an interesting one. Short run-up as well.
Waston against Clark. Oh! You sensed it, Ali. It's a disaster for FC Cincinnati. Never looked comfortable or confident.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it the moment he was walking up. And the short run-up, You really have to be very confident to have the short run-up. There's no time to react to the goalkeeper's dive. Tries to put his laces through the ball. Over the goal, and now Portland with an opportunity to seal this.
Yep.
Send Cincinnati home.
Point of no return for FC Cincinnati. Niezgoda, and he has done it, and the Portland Timbers survive their trial at the hands of FC Cincinnati. They have emerged via the penalty shootout, and it'll be the Portland Timbers who move on, and FC Cincinnati's Cinderella journey at this MLS back tournament is over.
You know who that is? That's Steve Clark breathing right now. Excitement, passion, emotion from Giovanni Savarese and his coaching staff. They knew that this would be difficult. They made it even more difficult for themselves. Steve Clark had a lot to do with that, but he also had a lot to do with the fact that Clark.
Yes.
Well done, Steve Clark.
Our Elite 8 is set. at the MLS's back tournament.